I've taken about a month off of making videos, and I think I'm about ready to start making them again. I've been doing a lot of fishing lately and just haven't really been recording much, or I haven't really felt like the stuff I recorded was worth, you know, posting online, so I didn't. But I've been catching fish, not a lot, but you know, little bass and crappie and stuff. But we're here at Occoquan today. Wind's a little up, sorry about the audio in advance because this wind is kicking. It's right around freezing outside. We're coming off the tail end of a storm, or a set of storms, that brought down a lot of freezing rain, and just everything is getting up, and it's surprisingly not very muddy yet, but it will be. But right now it's still fairly clear, and we're at the upper end here at the Occoquan River, as you can tell, and bass seem to stack up in here pretty good. See if we can find something. I'm already seeing stuff on my depth finder, so I know there's fish in here. So we're gonna see what we can catch. I'm really just going for any kind of species, it doesn't matter. I just want to catch a fish. So let's get at it. Well, I'm trying this spot out right here, and the wind is blowing so hard that I can't really stay in the middle of the river. So what I'm doing is, there's a nice rock point that comes out. Let's see if I can show you. There's a nice rock point that comes out right here, and it just drops off. If you've never been here, that's a good wintering hole, is right in here on the Occoquan, for these fish to stage up and just kind of chase bait, and you know, everything goes kind of deep. So what I'm thinking is, the river's flowing, I'm fishing this little pocket, this little swirl back, and you know, I'm hoping that the bass are kind of stacked in here a little bit. I'm just working a little drop shot right now. The weight's about 8 inches down below the worm. I'm just drop shotting the worm and see what we get. Ooh, got one. See if I can land him. Oh yeah, got him. Nice. Check that out. So, all I was doing, bouncing this jig. When in doubt, throw a crappie jig, because the bass are down there. I just confirmed what I thought. There he is. That's a decent sized one there. But yeah, all I was doing was bouncing the jig. There's a cold water bass. Nice. Go ahead and take a picture of him, and I'm gonna catch another one. I had one bite. I actually had a bite, and then I felt it, and I thought I was hung up. But in my mind, I thought maybe it was a bite. So I let it go down again, and I was bouncing it across the rocks. Sure as shit, another one hit. So I guess it looks like some kind of dying shad or dying bait fish. But there you go. Pretty good size one there. God, they bite so light too. Ah, there we go. So this one, same thing. Dragging it across the bottom, and he struck. And this is about 10 minutes ago. Wow, these things are fat too. And look, they have sores on the top of their mouths, which I'm not exactly sure if that's just the cold water. I've also heard that it could be like they're eating crayfish or something. But either way, that's a little smaller than the first one. Throw them back, and yeah, same deal. Just taking this little shad imitation swim bait, and I might upsize to a little bigger swim bait, just to see if I can, you know, maybe like a Kitech or something. But yeah, just a little swim bait on an 1/8 ounce jig head. I'm just using the old jig head, and they seem to like it, just barely reeling it and pretty much getting it hung on the bottom and jerking it out. I tried a spoon. They don't want the spoon. Alright. Well, I changed to a creature style bait, and I just had a hit on it. It didn't feel big. It's probably one of the smaller bass, but it seems like I found some kind of... I've basically found where they're at, which is right on the bottom, which I thought they would be. I think my jig might be a little too fast for them, so I slowed it down with a Texas rigged creature bait, and just trying to work it across the bottom, drag it, and kind of, you know, it looks just like a little crayfish or something. And I have one take off with it. Like I said, it was kind of small. Oh, look at that. A random bucket floating next to me. That's kind of cool. Wow. Yeah, I didn't think that was a fish. Stickfish. Decent. Oh, yeah, there we go. Not too bad. This one's got black all over them. The famous black spots. Old winter bass. It's pretty neat. Check it out. So I'm drifting, and yeah, the wind's just taking me down, but it seemed to work. And the bass are on this bank, on this northern bank here, and yeah, still catching them on the jig. There you go. Yep, they all have the red, the red top of the mouth. That's just because they're cold, I guess. Well, I think I'm calling it a day. My fingers are freezing, my feet are freezing, and I just don't have it in me anymore. We did catch some fish. I caught a total of 3 bass today. The first one being the biggest, and it was all downhill from there. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this little one. I'll see you on the next. Tight lines.